This is a tribute to the value of life and to one who dared to live it with courage and character. Because through good times and bad, challenges and triumphs, David Bitner embraced it, all of it, straight out.
He's made a big impact on a lot of people.
Dave believed in total transparency. He was always willing to tell you where he stood on an issue, and he wanted you to tell him.
I admired his tenacity and strength.
Dave Bitner is courageous and committed.
His integrity is unblemished. His word is his bond.
I just fell in love with Dave the first time I ever met him because he is larger than life.
The party wouldn't be where it was this year if it hadn't been for Dave's leadership.
Born in Hagerstown, Maryland, a mostly rural bedroom community an hour from the nation's capital, Dave internalized a way of life that's measured in farmer's hours. Early to rise, long at work, late to bed. That stayed with him the rest of his life. After moving to Southwest Florida, Dave took a small, struggling newspaper there and willed it into a regional powerhouse.
He brought that paper into being one of the only two independently run daily newspapers in the state of Florida.
I think Dave was in charge of everything: sales, editorial, news.
Early on, with circulation soaring, the big boys of journalism came to buy him out, risking the jobs of his employees.
Dave said, no, I'm going to take all the advertising from you and we're going to buy you out.
In 1992, Dave and Wendy Bitner made a major decision, together, like they always did. When Dave ran for the State House, he won and quickly became one of the early gutsy pioneers of Republican conservative principles, helping Webster, Thrasher, and a man called Jeb transform the face of government.
He was one of the nicest, friendliest, most fun guys to be around that we had in the legislature at that point in time. And we didn't have a lot of people. We were in a minority.
Dave's fought those battles, and he's been a good leader in the last several months, showing our next generation of fighters and workers and soldiers how to do that as well.
I had the chance to work with him both from the political realm as well as in the legislature when I was governor, and he's the real deal.
And when the going got tough, the call always went out to Dave Bitner.
When I was a freshman in the Florida House back in 1999, he frankly kind of took me under his wing. And, you know, he was one of Speaker Thrasher's most loyal followers.
Pretty straight shooting, and tough.
To Dave Bitner, it's more than a game. It was a cause worth fighting for, a cause worth living for, a cause worth giving everything you've got for. And he did it.
It was this kind of tireless, all-in attitude that drove Dave's career and countless achievements in the House, winning friends and, yes, a few enemies along the way.
If there was a tough vote where he may take some heat or whatever, he never wavered. And a lot of folks don't do that.
I would describe Dave as being incredibly loyal, thoroughly familiar with the needs of his constituents.
He plays to win, but he doesn't care who gets the credit, but a lot of the credit is due him.
He took on the trial bar, and they made him his #1 target, and he said, you know, you guys don't elect me, the people back in my district elect me, and he did what he thought was right.
He felt that he could make positive change, and that's exactly what he did.
Years later, Dave Bitner came up big for the party he loved when he was elected to serve as chairman.
Dave Bitner has made an incredible contribution to support candidates that believe in conservative principles.
That impressed me. That's servant leadership.
I think he was the right man at the right time.
Dave is what he was when I first met him probably 20 years ago. You knew that he was a man of character, integrity, conviction.
He's got a goal, and he's got a plan, and he moves forward. That's courage, and that's character.
He would absolutely go to the ends of the earth to make this party as great as it can be.
The things he's done in his life, he's done it because of what he believes in, and it's the right thing for all citizens of Florida.
He's led this party for the time that he's been in office in showing and demonstrating how we can work together for a common goal.
But the campaign itself, well, there were some moments.
Action.
Hello, I'm Dave Bitner. I'm running for chairman of our party. If I'm honored by your vote, please vote for me.
No.
No. Hello, I'm Dave Bitner, and this is my wife, Wendy. Yeah, geez. We understand the unique situations that occur in our state, that's not good either. We understand the unique problems that our state, jeez. We're from a small town. We've been grassroots all our life.
But I understand the unique.
Building this party is my passion. I'll have no other job.
Okay.
Jeez. Building the party.
Okay. We're done.
As chairman, and while preparing the party for an historic presidential election, Dave stood tall for America's greatest generation in a very big way.
He loves our military. You know, he started the Greatest Generation Tour.
The Greatest Generation Tour was an absolute home run.
And recognizing that you're seeing a man with some really stellar qualities.
He made them feel very special. He honored them for the service that they gave our country. And I think it was just so important in his heart he was going to see that through.
But to those who knew him best, Dave was the kind of person who could breathe life into a room with humor and compassion.
He was serious-minded, but he had a great sense of humor.
He lights up a room. People just are drawn to him.
And then there's the love of his life, Wendy, who not only powered Dave, but everyone around them.
Wendy's a saint. She's amazing. She also has very strong character and has faced this whole challenge with a positive attitude and so much love.
I don't think any of us will ever forget her selflessness and sharing Dave Bitner with us these last few months.
Recently, Dave came face to face with his biggest challenge, but that didn't slow him down.
Sometimes how we face adversity shows our true character. We will always continue to learn from Dave.
Dave Bitner gave us so much to be thankful for, but what he leaves behind will live in all of us, with the reminder that in the short time we have here on Earth, the courage to go all out with dignity and determination should count for something.
Dave Bitner battles every day, every hour for the things he believes in, and he's an inspiration to all of us.
He has extraordinary courage and commitment.
He walked with kings and queens, but he had the demeanor that he could just sit down next to any of us and be our friend.
We keep on talking about American exceptionalism. Dave Bitner embodies that American exceptionalism.
He's been a great friend for a long time.
Because that's the way Dave Bitner always played it, straight out.
He's amazing. He's been an amazing husband. He's been an amazing partner. He's been an amazing best friend.